Alright, y'all, today I'm going to be showing y'all some sample work, giving y'all some tips and tricks to like flip samples and just to personalize it into your own beat. You know, I'm going to be giving y'all some of the Ori sauce. I'm not going to give y'all all the Ori sauce because I don't want a whole bunch of little Oris running around, running off with the sauce, but I'm going to give y'all something to work with. So today the sample I'm going to be working with is Hozier, All Things End. And y'all may have heard of Hozier before, might not have, but y'all definitely have heard Take Me to Church. If you haven't, you must live under a rock. But you might not live under a rock if you haven't heard his last album that came out last year, because I didn't even know about it. It was my girlfriend that put me onto it, and that album is actually very beautiful. Y'all should go and give that a listen. But sample is going to be from All Things End from that album. It's called Unearthed something. I should know the name, but I don't. But anyway, this is what we working with, right? So here's the instrumental. I'm not gonna play the vocals because that's probably gonna get me copyrighted. But a specific part that I want to use, and it's a string section right here. It's very cinematic, very beautiful. I like the trills, like the rolls of the strings. Like I'll play it for you guys. So, being that the part that I want to use is just this small section here, right? I don't want to use this entire song, but I also want it to be on key, and I don't know. It's on key. What the fuck? On tempo, and I don't know exactly where like it loops, where the song loops at. So I'm gonna look for where. First off, I'm gonna go to where the song starts, right? Because most songs have a little bit of a, white noise before it starts, and so I'm gonna just cut that off, and boom, now we have the song starting exactly where it starts, right? So as you can see here is the waveform. It has a bunch of different like blips and different things here, but what we're gonna pay attention for is where it loops at, right? So we see this is where it starts. We're trying to find where this song loops over so we can like make a loop. So off rip, since I already have an eye for this, I already know that this right here, you see where the waveform picks up again, I know that right here, that's probably where it loops at. So I'm going to just use my slicing tool to just slice just like that, about like that, and I'm just cut off this piece, and now I should have a proper loop. I'm just gonna play it and see how it sounds. That sounds perfect to me, but this isn't even the section that I'm using though. But I just wanted to make sure that I had a perfect 5-bar loop, right? And what most people do when they're trying to like get the sample to fit the tempo of whatever tempo the project is, they want to like find the tempo of the song. You go do this, go do Edison, and do all that. We're not doing all that. This is very simple. After you find your 5-bar loop, you're just going to make sure that your playlist, when you're dragging it, it's on stretch. And I'm just going to stretch this to make sure it fits there. A little excess, I'm gonna pull it back, and now when I stretching it now like changes the the key of it, the tempo of it, and all that. But you see, that's like the clap, right? And I know, well, at least me as a producer, I know that the claps are always supposed to hit right on this bar here. See this bar? That's where it's supposed to hit at. But you see, it's not hitting directly on that, which isn't bad, but in terms of when you want to loop something over, it's probably gonna like, as you keep looping the song over, you're gonna hear like it slowly becomes off the beat because like it's not hitting directly on the beat. So I'm just gonna stretch it just a little bit more, just so that it's hitting a little closer to the beat, to the line. Right, boom. there. It's a little bit more. It's not directly on there, but it's closer than what it was before. So I'm just gonna trim off this end, take off the stretch, bow. Now you see. But again, this isn't even a part that I'm using. I just wanted to make sure that this loop was looping, right? So now that I know that this is a proper loop and I know which part I'm gonna use, I'm gonna just go to that part. So see, now it's not perfect, but it is a start, you know. So you could, you know, make it so that it fades in, so that like this part right here is like it, you know, clicks in. So the fade will help it so that it doesn't click in, so that it sounds a little bit smoother when it's coming in, but it might also like change the way the sample comes in. So let's see, like, you gotta adjust the fade so that's not like too much. See, I had to go back and like adjust it a little bit because I noticed it was a little bit off when it looped, but now it sounds pretty on beat. So So next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up an EQ and I'm just gonna like cut out the ends, you know, just the bass and the sub of it, so that like, so something like the highs, because I don't want it to be like ear piercingly, because it was pretty ear piercing, I can tell, but I'm also turning down a little because that shit was mad loud. But cut out the lows, some of the highs, just to, you know, clean it up a little bit, and so it sounds like. I didn't even put the shit on the mixer. Here we go. All right, now this is what it sounds like. All right, so next, I'm gonna work on the drums. So I'm gonna get back to y'all for that. For the drums, I kept it pretty simple. Like, it's just I'm saying it's pretty simple. But for the hi-hats, I just made it, it's a simple, like, for each two-step. Some pauses there. Some triplets. Recently, I've been liking to have the clap just hit on the two. Like, I don't want it to hit, like, on both. Like, you know? It gives it a bit more bounce, like this works, you know, but see, that pause has got, it gives it a little bit more of a, you know what I'm saying, and I added like some toms, some other perks, some perky workies, some all that, you know. Let me know if y'all fuck with the background too, you feel me? I got the Neon Genesis in that bag, you feel me? It's crazy how these niggas thought 2015 was the future. Like, that's crazy to me. It's 2023, and I feel like we're going back in time. But that's besides the point. Like, you see how like the pause with the clap just gives it that like it just makes it so much better. It just makes it so much better. And then for the sample, just to give it a little bit of variety, I added like this gate on Gross Beat. It's just a simple 1 beat gate. Like I didn't do nothing else to it. But with the drums and everything, it's how it sounds. Just gives it that, and then. This shit is so crazy, bro. Alright, let me stop playing around. Alright, now I wanna add like the vocals in for that part, but I ain't trying to get copyrighted. So I'm gonna just add like some effects to it. So this is what it sounds like bare bones. Yeah, we begin again. We begin again. Shit, I didn't even make it loop, but yeah, that's it on its own. Let me just fill it in, and then I think, firstly, yeah, we begin again. Cut out the end. We begin again. And then begin again. We begin again. We begin again. We begin again. Maybe I should add a filter on it. I'm gonna add a filter. And a delay. Hold on, I kind of want the. Hold on. Alright, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I mean, it's a lot of ideas I got with the vocals, but this is one idea I got so far. And this is the second idea I had for the. I'm probably gonna use both though. This beat crazy. Yeah, so for the melody, I just added like, I wanted to add a melody, but I didn't want it to be not too crazy, so I just added these strings from Xenology, and it's just a simple, like, it's not crazy. It's this preset right here. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that, but it's strings, and this is what it sounds like with everything. I can't even finish this beat, bro. Like, it should just thump too crazy. Yeah. I'm not even gonna freestyle. But that's the beat. So.